Hey guys, Santoli here with Ryan, you who managed to win Niagara Regionals 8-0 with Lunalight. So I know you've been pretty happy with this format. Why are you playing it? What do you think it's still good going forward? And any other thoughts to the deck list as you go through it?
I'm playing this deck because I think it's the best deck into Fua, and it's like even better into Purlia. Purlia is literally a joke. It's also just very good at going second naturally. If I had to say it had one weakness, it would be how good Valor and Imperm are. But for the most part, I think the deck is just very good going first and second.
Okay, then we can get to the deck list then.
So this is pretty standard. 3 gold Leo, 2 check, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1. This is the only thing that like some people choose to play 3 instead of 2. I think 2 is correct. Like this card's not that good. It's like not even a pseudo starter really, because it's only a pseudo starter if you have it with 2 other names. And like the chances of drawing 2 names that aren't like Gold Leo or like another way to play already. And the deck's already like fairly consistent, so it's just more important to draw non-engine. 3 Fractal. There's like I think most people are doing this now. I mean it's correct. It plays like well into every hand trap. It's just a starter and extender, so why wouldn't you? Hand traps, 3, 3, 3. Well, not much to say about this. This is better against Draco Tail now because they're like playing combo slop. This is all fine. For the engine, some people I think play like 2-2, and I mean it doesn't really matter that much. The general idea that I think everyone understands though is that you don't play 3 of each of these because these are both really easy to disrupt going second. Like in the Radiant Typhoon, these are just unusable going second most of the time. And the same is also true for like they're bad into Fall and the Virtuous, which is something that this deck should be good into because it's more monster based. But you still have to play these for consistency. And I mean, this is also they're just both part of the combo too, so you can't cut them. But I think this ratio is fine. I like being able to search a second Masquerade sometimes, like in a grind game, or if I let one get blown up. One Luna Fusion, just searchable bomb. This card's great, but you would never play more. The fact that it's not poly makes it way worse going first when you're comboing because you can't edit back with Masquerade and Chick. Uh, one poly. I think like some people do this, but I'd say it's the minority. Not foolish. This card's just broken, but most people don't play this card. It's really fantastic. Like sending Serenade Dance, which is yeah, this is the target I always send. I literally never send Perfume with this. You always send this because it's better than the Sting, of course. And it adds a dimension to your deck that it doesn't already have. Like if I start with Tanky or Masquerade, that's fine to start with. But that's like part of my combo that I'm guaranteed to go through, and it's like a once per turn effect. But this is just like a thing that exists. So your ceiling gets raised. Surprisingly, this card's actually very good going second. Like you'd think maybe this card's not so good going second, or you'd side it out because it requires you ditching a card to play with it. But you never take this out. You also don't take this out. Yeah, this card's for effect, not cost, like Perfume. So it makes it really good to trigger some Lunalight effects in hand. The fact that it's chainable is very good against Radiant Typhoon. You can block the MSTs if they let the goods resolve. You can also like activate a poly or something and then chain this and just make like a huge chain link. It's actually very good going second. And going first, if you already have all your pieces, sometimes Barden just searches this, and this becomes like an insane discard for Perfume. And then 2 perfumes, not 3, because this like is part of what makes your worst hands, because it's only live if you're playing. You only need 2, because if you draw one, you still want to be able to search the second one. The Imperm. I chose not to play Impulse because I think Impulse is fine. It's mainly against Dragotail, but against like all the other decks on balance, this card's way better. One thing you might notice about the main deck is that there's no heavy poly. I think that card just sucks. It's like a fake win condition. If you have to heavy poly, you have to sequence around it, and you basically have to dump your entire hand into the Liger. I think in the format right now, for the most part, aren't losing to Liger immediately. So when you like go like -2, -3 to resolve heavy poly, then you're forcing yourself into a grind game that you're favored to lose because like Draco Tail can out Liger with the Magician's cards, Radiant Typhoon can out it with Phonics, Great Fly, Mandate, and Gossip Shadow. So there's just no reason to play heavy poly. It's also like more fun to actually break the board by playing normally because the deck is very good at pushing naturally. It's not like you need heavy poly to cheese the board. That's pretty. Extra deck 2 standard, 2 standard, 2 standard. Well, some people play 3 of this. There's just no reason to. It's just resource management. You never need 3 of this if you sequence the combo properly. Uh, so some people Most people, I think, actually are cutting this card, which I think is crazy. This card's like super mandatory. It's for the games where you get fluid or something or hand trapped a million times and the game becomes really close and you don't have any resources aside from Liger to kill them. You need this. Don't cut this. I literally would consider this card probably like maybe like the 12th or 13th card in the extra deck. It's not the 15th even, so there's no reason to cut this. Most people who play this play it for Fallen and the Virtuous because you can put this back with the Katisha, the Synchro. But you actually just play this because sometimes you need to make Leo Dancer off of, like, sometimes you make Leo Dancer raw, but often it's like Lunalight Fusion. You send this from your extra deck to make this when you don't have enough monsters to make Liger. And it comes up. Like, it's rare, but when it comes up, there's nothing else that could do the same thing. Extra deck. Standard. Most people play this. This is self-explanatory. If you draw Leo plus Perfume, this lets you play through and interact on Leo because you link off Leo, bring it back, and then you can trigger the Perfume engrave. These are both not standard, and they're both mandatory. I don't know why people don't play these. This helps you combo going first through hand traps. Like, I actually just don't understand how you would play this deck without this card. Some people also have played Dempsey before, but this card's just, like, mandatory. I don't, like, are you just passing on Baguska if you get Veiled or Impermed or something on Gold Leo?
Can you explain
Like, if
why?
that happened...
Like, what's the interaction?
Yeah, I'll get that. Like, if I get Veiled or Impermed on Gold Leo, usually I still do, like, SB double Liger. And it's only possible because of this card, because it detaches for effect, and it attaches both materials at once. That's what makes this better than Dempsey. So usually you put Martin and Chick under this, and then you trigger both at once to add by Poly and add Masquerade. Yeah, just play this card. Broken. This card's also mandatory. It comes up in like the one card Gold Leo combo to beat Trollo, but that's not why you play it. You play it because when you're playing through hand traps, it's never like none of the one card combos plan to make this card ever. But when you're trying to beat hand traps, which is the deck's weakness, like if I have to make a Tiger King or something, or even if I make like a Nairala, if they get interacted with, or even if Tiger King doesn't get interacted with, like the stuff under it is stuck for the most part because you can't always detach a material to negate something. You always make these in the EMZ, and then you can make Gravity Controller to put your guys back in the grave. So it's important for like turning on Tiger, Perfume, Wolf, like all that stuff. Like literally mandatory. I don't understand why you wouldn't play this. Going second, it's also very good because you summon your Perfume Dancer to the EMZ, and then you like immediately threaten to link it off into this. So it turns off like when you have Silverhound and Grave, of course. It turns off Sting, it turns off Flame, it turns off like Fall in the Virtuous. It's just like I think I did that like almost every round. It's just a super important interaction. It also helps you play around Impermanence and Purge if you're like getting hand trapped 2 or 3 times. I won every game I went first. Like I didn't really have any trouble comboing, and I got hand trapped like 2 or 3 times every game for the most part. And part of it's just because when you have the extra deck to like make sure all your guys stay in circulation, there's a lot of like little tricks you can do. Like I'll dump a fusion with Kaleido Chick, and then have a Hound set up. Or if I can't get to the fusion with Kaleido Chick, I'll just make this in the MZ and then put it in the grave myself with the Gravity Controller. And then it lets me beat like an additional Imperm or Purge or something. And then side deck. The side deck's kind of a joke. I didn't have all the cards I wanted to play. I figured like I'll just play 2 of everything because it's like funny. So don't like pay too much attention to this. This is kind of whatever. This is the only card that actually should be a 2 in the side deck. This is like satire for the most part. Card definitely isn't good. I mean, it's like probably fine. I never drew it. You could play Impulse instead of this, because this only comes in against Tail anyway. Nib, you should play a 3 probably. This card's really good this format. Droplet is a go second card against Draco Tail and Radiant Typhoon. But because I play more hand traps in the main deck, I don't play like Fall in the Virtuous or Heavy Poly. This isn't something I would main. It's only like specific for going second against decks where I know I'm going to get value by dodging something. You could play this at 2 or 3. This card's actually fine. This card's just for tail. It's fine. I also put this in against Yummy and it was okay. And then extra consistency for going first. This is also just kind of a joke. Like I wanted to play one-ups. What's optimal probably like... Probably you can play the 3rd tanky instead of this. This is definitely correct. This is definitely correct. Oh, this is good. This is kind of just like a joke. This is like fine. But yeah, that's the deck.
Alright, any shouts you want to give before the end of the video?
Yeah, shoutouts to the people who helped me get the cards for this deck. So Joey, Enzo, and Ramiro. Shoutouts to the people who helped me get to the regional and back. So Santoli and Luca. And shoutouts to Chiba Group and everyone from Toronto. And yeah, all the people I hung out with at the regional. That's fun.
All right, thanks for profiling. Congrats on the win.